Brace yourselves, beautiful people, for the worst WAD ever made. Created in 2010, this 32-level megawad is an unmitigated shambles. A paper-thin dog's breakfast, barely held together with sticky tape. Some of the guns don't work. Some of the guns don't even appear, even with IDKFA. The monsters are hideous. The music is grating and repetitive. The level layout and general design is a bland mess of boxy rooms, thoughtless corridors, and shitty fights. It's also my WAD. Mine. I made it for my good buddy Jono's 21st birthday and spent a good many months trying to get it finished by the end of the year. I completed all 32 levels, including 2 secret levels. There are 5 crazy worlds to explore, 9 weapons, all new sprites for each monster, and more than 20 of them. I both hate it and love it. Let's take a brief look at this shit show and see if things have mellowed over 12 years, or if it's as bad as it ever was. This is Nick of Time. Ooh, wow. Listen to that tune. Oh, God. Okay. First level, Atrium. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Okay. Look at that pistol graphic. Gee whiz. I think that guy was just about to say, "I'm gonna fuck you up," which gets said an awful lot. So there is a basic storyline. Some random evil terrorists have taken over the ISRC, the International Scientific Research Center, and they open up a black hole, which brings in all sorts of nasty baddies from some sort of void. Are they demonic? God knows, there wasn't that much thought put into it. And we have to beat them. And then, of course, that takes us to a variety of other worlds through these portals and such. There's this world, ostensibly modern day, and then there's medieval Europe. Then there's pre-revolutionary Russia. And then there's ancient Egypt. That's probably my favorite, actually. It's the most interesting, I dare say. And then there is a null space, an evil void, where I suppose these baddies have come from. Aye! So yeah, look at this. Everything's very rectangular. Oop. Here's our shotgun replacement, called the Blaster. And yes, those poles in the sky, it is a photograph of Battersea Power Station in London, like the one on the front cover of Pink Floyd's Animals. I don't know, I guess it's supposed to be in some sort of factory environment. Look at that disgusting carpet. That was actually taken from a photograph in our lounge room in the share house we were living in at the time. Gross. Now these guys, they were photographed from a Star Wars figurine of Prune Face. I don't know what the actual character's name is. I'm pretty sure it was called Prune Face on the box. Blue key, okay. Yeah, and that's him. That's your basic zombie man. And then we get a jump scare. Oh, that's awful. That's our imp replacement, which is called, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a Mighty Max lava monster. Anyone who's familiar with Mighty Max? I'm gonna fuck you up. Information desk. And that's the auto map. That was an astrological book, which I drew maps on the front of, and that's a photograph of Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon. Because why not? Aye, aye, aye. And look at this map layout. Look at it. It's just shitty, stringy corridors stuck together until you eventually reach a depressing finish. Great. So yes, I did all of the music as well. I did everything, except for any bits that are just original leftovers from Doom 2. I think it's time to appropriately showcase the Berserk. It's a Bible! You're Bible bashing people. How edgy. And shotgunner, or whatever they're actually called, who I do believe Jesus. Oh my god! Who's based off a Lando Calrissian action figure from Return of the Jedi. You can't exactly tell by looking at him. From when he's supposed to be sneaking into Jabba the Hutt's palace. So yes, this shotgun weapon, the blaster, can you tell what it is? Allow me to demonstrate if I fire. Did you see that? It's a cheese grater. And you know what's jammed in the end? A cowbell, because, you know, we just had a cowbell sitting around. And here's our demons. They only have forward-facing sprites. So they're always looking at you. And they just sidle around like a crab, basically. And they look like a severely wounded asshole with teeth. And 3 legs. The chain gun weapon. The Spitfire repeater gun. It's literally the chain gun. And its real-world object? Why, a telescope, of course, because again, why not? With different graphics. And we've got our... the bomber. A suicide bomber. I didn't even know about Serious Sam at this point. Obviously been out and all that. I just wasn't really aware of it. So these guys fire grenades, and then if you touch them up close, they just explode with the power of a rocket. And they're really fast too. Ah! Eh. So I think those Psychic Triad guys are... Is it a bounty hunter from Star Wars? He's got like the sort of mask, like a plague doctor. And yeah, since they're not actually using a weapon, they're using psychic powers to... Let's get rid of this guy. They're using psychic powers to basically manipulate these bandoliers of bullets they have on their person to shoot bullets at you, using psychic force. Which is kind of interesting, I suppose. So yeah, they don't drop this weapon I'm using, they just drop a bandolier of bullets. Maybe it's time to showcase the really crap chainsaw replacement. Which I don't think actually... I don't think it actually works. Because what it's supposed to do, I don't know, something got broken in the Decorate script, I think. Or the Decorate file, whatever you call it. It's basically like the disc of propulsion, or repulsion, whatever it is, in Hexen, so it throws monsters back, doing damage to them when they hit the walls and stuff. And if you've got it up, but not using it, it slowly takes health away from you, but every time you use it, it gives you a little bit of health. So, unnecessarily complex, and obviously in this case, not working. It's just returned to a default chainsaw state. Oh yeah, showcasing one of the powers that was available if you used Z-Doom. I don't know if it's actually usable in other Doom ports and stuff. It freezes time, basically. So yeah, these guys here. So it's basically just the freeze function you use, and I didn't realize it cuts all the sound out. And you can just go around and do this. And you kill everyone. Oh yeah. And early plasma gun replacement. The Sonic Attack. And that was a theremin. One of the woo thingamajigs that we just had lying around the house. And I think the plasma balls it shoots bounce off the walls. Yes, they do. To a certain degree. Jesus. Okay, skipping ahead to the last level of episode 1. At least I'd mastered the use of stairs to a certain degree. Okay. I present to you the Cacodemon. Wow. It's another Mighty Max toy. It was a giant shark thing, obviously. Whoa. So there's a few of them.
What the hell is that?
Exactly. Get the yellow key. And a giant one. Which proves absolutely zero threat. It just takes for ages to kill. Let's get out of here. Look at that. This bland, empty corridor. No set dressing at all. No lights. No lighting effects. Flippin' heck. So this is supposed to be the black hole that was opened up. The portal. To medieval Europe. So let's go do that. Ain't no wizards gonna stop me. Okay. Oh my god, that pig squealing noise. So here's a better view of these guys. I think they're called a dredge. So yeah, the snake alien toy. Don't know if there was any alien toy collectors out there. If this looks familiar at all. And yes, this is the rocket launcher. I think it's just called the Fire Staff. You can obviously, when it fires, you can tell it's like a sheep skull, which was jammed onto a stick. But from here, it looks like a roast chicken. Okay, what's this? The Forest of Doom. I actually quite like the music track for this one, but I would like to point out, if you can look very carefully on this bush texture, do you see a very faint swirl in the middle of it? Yes, that's a watermark, because this is an iStock photo of a bush that I got. And I didn't even realize until it was being played by everyone else, because we played through the entire thing as a LAN, that yes, someone said, that is a waterstock mark, a watermark. So that's good, isn't it? It's a sign of true quality. Yes, you can probably tell that that is a ring wraith. It's supposed to be called a dark wizard or something, I reckon. Ah, Jesus. Nice. And it's dropped a custom ammo type. Actually, they're all custom ammo types. Bullet, slug, mana, flux, and soul. And this little skull, soul, I think that goes to power... There's the Staff of Ra in the Egyptian episode, and I think also a sword, a magic sword that's in this episode. Secret. And I'd like to show us our lost soul. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking hell. Ah yes, the oubliette of peril. Thank you. Bring it on! Introducing one of the grossest sounding monsters in the game. The slime. They're basically just another copy of the Pinky, basically. So it's like, as I went along... Oh, there's another one of those dredges down there. I uncovered more features that you could do in Z-Doom, but then I didn't, like, go back to the start of all of the levels and implement changes there. So it's like you see some changes as you go along, but yeah, sporadically, and then you also don't see them after that because they've either been forgotten about or they just weren't useful. Or it's like, oh, this is a sewer level, of course, therefore we'll use the deep water feature where you can go down, etc., and swim up and down, and not really ever again.
What is this? Some kind of dungeon for shit?
Exactly. Now I think if we go in here, we can yahoo! Yeah. Look at, there's not even anything here. Bricks. Emptiness. Yes. We have to unlock that. Let's move on. Let's meet the Cyber Demon replacement. In this level, the boss of this episode is Merlin. Can you guess what he's gonna be? There we are. He's just a reskin, of the Dark Wizard. And yes, another power-up, which I don't think really gets used again, it's just for this fight. Just lets you fly. So anyway, he's pretty boring. Okay, Mother Russia. I see steps. Anything here? Oh, at least that was allowed for a pistol start. So it's like, yeah, I started to realize certain Z-Doom things. such as those sorts of doors, which can crush you if you get stuck in them. And I also implemented some environmental sound effects. You can hear me going into a microphone to create the sound of wind. Isn't that great? This does feature one of my favorite monsters, though. The Screamer. You ever seen that? Whoa. You ever seen that science fiction film with Peter Weller? Based on the Philip K. Dick short story? One of Tesla's monstrous inventions. Just a saw blade that digs through the ground and starts to slice you up. Oh, and ice physics too. Ah yes. Icy jump puzzles. Good shit. Oh, bugger. Oh yeah, we got falling damage in this game. So that's good. Okay. The Gulag. Very Russian. Ah, it's just a bunch of prisoners. Look at that little dance. Look at him go. There's Uncle Joe there. Hello, Uncle Joe. And one of my favorite bad guys in the whole game. Ooh, that's loud. If you can't tell, it's a Star Wars gonk droid with a saw blade in the front. Come on. Oh, bloody awful. Ooh, yeah. The Asylum. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crap. See, there's a complete lack of any decent ammo. Oof. In this level and many others. That's a constant theme. Really, really, really poor balancing of all resources. And fights. And fun. And textures. And architecture. Oh my god, so trippy.
Who's there?
Oh my god. What a mindfuck. We've been zipped from one place to another. Huh? It's a twat. What's this? A corridor? No, it's not. Oh no. A puzzle floor. Let me guess. If you stand on the brown ones, you're alright? Nah. Tesla's lab. Yikes. Okay. One of the Russian bad guys, which are just these little pillar box turrets. Which I must admit was a pretty sensible monster choice because the it doesn't need any sprites to turn around. Because it's entirely stationary. Oh, and these nearly invisible guys who bust out a John Cena type of thing. You can't see me. Let's face down Tesla. Look at some baby head of Actitrons. Nice. Ah yes, and there's Tesla, obviously a spider mastermind reskin, and he just fires 2 little pew-pews, and that's it. And what a clever way of defeating him. We have this little puzzle. Switch. Switch. And bonk. I don't know how many times you have to do that to crush him to death. That's just fucking stupid. Let's use the actual Tesla weapon. This is the BFG. This is a photograph of me holding some sort of woodworking tool, I think. I've got no idea. But it's literally just a BFG with a more irritating sound and, for some reason, a recoloration of the projectile. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? Okay, ancient Egypt. Come to mummy. There's our BFG again. Right, flying pyramid, come to daddy. And it's got green blood as well. I'm pretty sure it's just fires mancubus. Yeah, fireballs. Oh no. Yes, that was a baby that flies at you, and when you kill it, it says, "No, no, no!" Because why not? Oh god. Obviously just a lifting of the Lost Soul attack. And they're just extra aggressive. Huh? What? Well, fuck that. Ah, I see we've discovered some sloped floor Z-Doom witchery to be used here and nowhere else. Let's have a look at one of the more interesting weapons in the game. The Staff of Ra. And what does it do? It does a basic attack, but then it also summons these little flame boys who have their own intelligence. They're basically an ally and attack for you. But they'll still die though. One of the more interesting ideas in this terrible, terrible WAD. And, oh yes, the golem bad guys. Yep, they'll just arch-vile you. I live again. The tomb. This was a kind of interesting idea, I suppose. There's a bit of a death exit in the previous level, and you wake up, you have been embalmed and zombied up. I'm not sure why we're invisible. I guess we're supposed to be like a ghost. But a ghost that can still punch. Yeah, take that, you little fucker. Inspired design. And I think that's about as interesting as this level gets. Oh, you shit. Time for another boss monster. Ugh. What the fuck is that? Oh, I should certainly hope so. Let's not forget these secret levels. We're on the moon. And I suppose to make things make sense, vaguely. I think if you're outside, it does damage to you because space, air. But there is health in the form of cheese. So that's cool. Secret outpost. Okay. I have zero memory of this. This is the second secret level, which uses the same music as the first. The Hexen experience? Why is there... The gravity in here is weird. Unless it's the whole level. What is the Hexen experience? Okay, we've got some Ettins. Ah, yes, that's right. A feeble attempt at doing... Is it Ziggurat from Quake? With the low gravity? Oh my god. What's the purpose of all this? Well, this is boring. Confluence of Eternity. This one's actually a hub level. You start here, the end is directly in front of us through a doorway, and we have to visit, I think, 3 other levels to do a thing, which actually using scripting affects the progression in this level. So I think there's maybe like a button or something you have to do in the other levels, and it eventually opens up a gateway to the final boss, who I'm pretty sure is just a rip-off of the Icon of Sin. Surprise, surprise. The Realm of Might? No, I don't have any weapons. Oh my god. No. And what do we fight here? What the hell is that? It's a heretic golem who fires a single... Oh no. A volley of 3 barren projectiles. Oh. Behemoth Skull. Ah, yes, I remember now. Okay, so it's not 3 switches in each level that sets off stuff at the hub. It's an item in each of them. So there's the Behemoth Skull, which came from that behemoth. So this is the Realm of Darkness. And yes, I think it's the only bit of non-original music in the whole game. Flaming head there. So yeah, we've got some holy textures you can walk through, or some you can't. No! Another one of those guys. Ah, so that's the item here. The Cursed Heart. And a door has opened. Okay then. And the Realm of Magic. Oh my gourds. Ow. Oh, it's the Archvile replacement. Ah. What is that? Hello, madam. Oh yeah, so these Archviles aren't like your normal Archvile. They have an almost instantaneous attack, which just means the projectile's really fast. So they point their wand and send a really, really fast flame at you. Need more ammo. There. Something up here? No. I didn't even get anything for that. Well, that sucks. Okay. It's not an Icon of Sin, actually. At certain health levels, it spits out certain monsters. But of course, they will also telefrag themselves. And that's the end of that. Oh, I see. Oh, I wasn't looking in the right direction. Oh. Oh, I see. It was a game all along. How clever. Oh, God. VR helmet from your sweaty head, lay it on the cold stone floor. It was all a game, nothing more, nothing less. From the moment you stepped into the research division, you were gassed and hooked into the game nick of time, the ultimate virtual experience. The terrorists were quite real, as was their plan. From out the window you spy the city burning under a bleeding sky. The world is dead to you. And it is with numb fingers and a heavy heart that you pick up the VR helmet and place it back on your head. Oh, that's depressing. So the bad guys won, so we're just going back to virtual reality. Right. Well, that was Nick of Time, made by me in 2010. Quite the experience. I have no words. I have nothing to say. Will I release this? I really don't want to. It's too shit. I don't want to expose other people to this. I don't want to be responsible for what happens to people. I've got a headache now, and I've just been skipping through the levels, playing them properly. Oh my god, I don't even know if it's possible, actually, to play them properly. So many things are broken. So many things... The whole thing just needs to be broken up, actually, I think. Put on a fire and set alight. The one positive I glean from it is the wrapped experience of making it and gifting it to someone, and then playing it multiplayer via LAN, and just laughing at the stupidity of it and everything involved, and then just packing it away and burying it for another 12 years. I guess I'll see what it looks like then. Thank you for putting up with this if you've made it this far. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
Eduardo and Friends.